An eagle is a man who is clear, a man who demonstrates confidence, who exhibits a level of leadership. An eagle is someone who gives effort in all that they do. An eagle is someone who is clear that academic excellence and academic rigor is something that they embrace and they don't run away from. An eagle is someone that in all the challenges that they face and the times that they get knocked down, understand that they will be resilient, and they must be resilient. They can't stay on the ground. And so when I say that an eagle is clear, confident, leadership, effort, academic excellence, and at the end of it all, to be resilient when you face challenges in life that will ultimately come and will knock you down, that you don't stay down and that you get up.
The Eagle Academy Foundation started as an initiative of 100 black men. 100
black men have always provided scholarships to young people in the community. They've always mentored. They've always done their civic duty.
We came to understand that our schools are in trouble, particularly our young men. And so when the opportunity came to start our own school, we said, we need to do that. We're going to start. No one asked us to do it. It was at our initiative. We said that young men with their pants hanging down around their behinds and who could not look a man in the eye and shake his hand, who couldn't articulate their own desires and ambitions, there's something wrong and that we can make that difference, and only we could make that difference.
There's 7 communities in New York City that, among other things, are responsible for 70% of the prison population in this state. Let's build schools in those communities and try to change that cycle around. So instead of having a cycle of kindergarten to jail, have a cycle of kindergarten to college, to productive work in this society.
And with that was the birth of the Eagle Academy for young men, the first all-boys public high school in New York City in almost 30 years.
We needed a school where young men learned how to be eagles. Eagle is in the Bible, but it's universally understood to soar. It speaks to ambition, it speaks to leadership, it speaks to character, and that's why we wanted to create a school that would mold men in this new mountaintop kind of way.
We're not looking to warehouse. We expect our students to want to achieve, to be achievers, in fact, to be scholars.
Eagle Academy for Young Men is an all-boy public school that was founded in 2004. It was important for us to do public because that's where the need is. When you look at boys, specifically boys of color, in our system, the most underserved portion of our system, they're in the public school system.
We have a number of our young men that come from single-parent households, and they come to a school like Eagle because of that male presence, because we're raising our young men to be men. And we have to show them something different than what they see on a daily basis.
Being with the kids so often allows me to build a very unique relationship. Somewhat of a father figure, but it's also like a supervisor because it's a job. When you come to work, you come with your tools and you come with the things you have to have every day.
I think we've recognized as a school that there are certain ways that we need to conduct ourselves, a certain sense of maturity that we expect from our boys at a very young age. So even though they're 10, 11 in the 6th grade and their instinct might be to act silly at times or foolish, that's not what is happening in our classrooms.
I am globally conscious, globally competitive.
Our mantra here is globally conscious and globally competitive. In order to compete globally, you have to first do it in the classroom. And our young men know this is not the school if college is not in your plans. Because here, the college is not the goal, but it's definitely something that you need to attain your long-term goal.
I'm SHAAFI SABIR. I'm in 9th grade. Before I came to the school, it was I was troubled a little bit. I had issues with my anger. I had issues with my academics. But as soon as I came to 6th grade, as soon as I came here, something clicked. I don't know what it was, but I started getting down on my work. I don't know what it was, to be honest with you, I don't know. I know my family noticed my change. When you're at school, that's pretty much half of your day, and what you learn there pretty much is what you take home. So I guess they realize that, and they know the effect of it, so it sends shockwaves everywhere.
Watching the teachers here at Eagle Academy and how they give their all, they go beyond what a teacher is doing. They come in on Saturdays, they help out young men if there's tutoring, if there's any preparation for testing. They go beyond, they run after the boys in the school to make sure that they're up to par with their work. That really has changed me as a parent.
My experience here is it definitely helped a lot in my siblings' lives because everything that I learned here, I kind of tell to them. So if I come for mentoring, which we have on Saturdays, and we learn about things such as like etiquette and how to manage money, I kind of tell those things to my family. I consider myself an eagle in many ways, partially because I am doing fairly well in school. I love science. Science is one of my favorite subjects. Plus, I love history. Teaching is something that I've thought about. Our 6th graders that we have here, we kind of help them out, figure out where they're at, and help them, become better students.
We have a saying that says, if one falls, we all fall. We're basically brothers, not by blood, but by class and house. If someone messes up, it's our responsibility to help them get back together. I feel that the school is like a really good academic place to learn because we have different things that makes us learn in order to get what we want in life.
The story that we're talking about here is not just a school. This is a movement to save our sons that in many ways has been launched by the Eagle Academy.
We expect to create young men who are college-bound, but just as importantly, understand that it's their responsibility to give back.
Anyone can look good in a shirt and tie, but what's behind that? What's your rationale? What's your purpose?
We hope that it's going to extend beyond, and as these boys truly become men, they're going to start caring about this world that we all are part of. And so that's how this globally conscious motto truly works into the identity of who these boys are.
We have to create strong students who understand that they have the capacity to change the reality of our community.
The community I live in, there's not a lot of successful people there, and that kind of pushes me forward to do what I can, because I want to try to give back if I could once I get older, to help those people try, like a school, like the same as this school, to give young children a chance.
I think this school is a good change from my other schools. It's really about respect and brotherhood.
Over 5,000 students apply for 100 seats every year. It has gotten a credibility, it's gotten a set of standard for how it ought to be done.
This year, in 2012, we'll be graduating our 5th group of young men from the Eagle Academy. We started back in 2004 with a group of 9th grade students, and each year we brought on a new group of young men, and each year for the past now 5 years, we've graduated our students. We're graduating them at almost 90% as a graduation rate, which is almost twice the New York City graduation rate. In fact, when we first created the Eagle Academy, the graduation rate for African American males in New York City was only 32%.
The Bloomberg administration has been wonderful and a true partner in this. Senator Hillary Clinton has been a true friend. Paul Williams was the president at that time, and he saw it into fruition, and Phil Banks has provided the leadership currently.
September of this year, we're scheduled to open our first school in Newark, New Jersey, which would be the first opportunity we will have to operate in a jurisdiction other than New York City.
We can't afford, as a nation, we cannot afford to have this much wasted human capital sitting on the sidelines. We've got to get Black men and boys off the sidelines. We've got to get them into the game. And everybody can play a role in making that happen. And at the end of the day, we're not just saving them, but we're saving ourselves.
An eagle is a young man that understands that nothing is given, everything is earned. Both in the classroom and anything you want to achieve in the world.
A young man who is clear.
An eagle is a person who just internalizes the mission, and you can see it in the way they walk, they talk.
A person who recognizes that life is full of challenges, but given what you accumulated at this school through your experiences, through your academics, through your socialization, you know what you need to do to be successful in life.
An eagle is somebody who does more than what's expected.
An eagle is somebody who helps people out in a time of need.
You walk with confidence, you don't back down from a challenge, and if you lose, you stand back up.
An eagle is a young man who understands who he is, recognizes that his success will be based on the success of others.